Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. They'll move the tight end. Sells the run, looking to pass. In the backfield, it's Bowman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Delayed give, it's Peoples. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Third and long right here. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Snags it over the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. RPO complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Here's a give to Peoples.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Still looking to his right. The throw. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful...
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're all over it. Big sack. This defense all over it.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Searching for space. Slips through the line. Made a defender miss. He did a great... They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The run inside. It's Peoples. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. They'll give it to People. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Peoples. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Cuts it upfield. It's Martin. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Piles his way ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Between the hashes, it's Howard. Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, it's Peoples. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Dynasty Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Driving forward, it's Peoples. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Handoff from the gun. Got an alley. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Running inside, it's Martin. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. 2nd and long here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. out wide right. It's Howard. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense.
He got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's Ole Miss getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That caps the season off with a very fine 8-4 record. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Powers inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Wallace. Down he goes.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to the well. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Using his legs, it's Wallace. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Wallace. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Got it behind the line. It's Howard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Quick give. It's Wallace. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Finds his man on the RPO. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Howard. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the... The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Graves. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Final opportunity in the regular season to shine up that Heisman Trophy resume. Here are the candidates, including a guy that we've got a really good look at in this one. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. dropping ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the catch and he's free. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Straight ahead, it's Graves. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Caught, and he's got room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Right side, it's Peoples. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd and long here. Pulls it on the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Out wide right is Howard. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Got his man in the middle. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on...
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They want that clock to run.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Got him downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's good.